Hello everybody, and welcome back to Certifact Collectibles. This is another episode of First Appearance of the Week. This is Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023. We'll be giving you all the first appearance in your comic shops today. Now this week we have a very light video for you guys. I think we only have 3 first appearances, 3 honorable mentions, so only 6 titles in all to go through. There's definitely some books in there worth picking up for your collection. So let's go ahead and get started for the first appearance of the week, week ending March 24th, 2023. First up from DC Comics, Superman number 2. This features the first appearance of Marilyn Moonlight, the spirit of Metropolis. This also features the first full appearance of Graft, and the second cameo appearance of Dr. Farm. Now, the Superman title series is one of DC's stronger title series and one of the more highly collected, so this one here is probably worth picking up for the cover price. You do have a few first appearances in here, and the Superman franchise is one of DC's stronger franchises, just like the Batman franchise. So anytime they introduce new characters, especially in these tentpole series like Superman or Action Comics, these are typically books you want to pick up for the cover price. It's probably worth picking this up for $3 or $4 than trying to chase it later on for a lot more money. So this is one we think you should probably pick up for your collection. Go ahead and grab this one. Next up from Marvel Comics, She-Hulk number 11. This features the first appearance of Scoundrel. Now, there is a collector base and fan base for She-Hulk, but the streaming series probably did a lot more harm than good for this particular franchise. But that being said, people tend to forget things very quickly. The attention span is very short, so that streaming series will probably be forgotten in a few years. Definitely in the short term, this is going to be highly speculative. Like I said, there is a fan base and collector base for the She-Hulk title series, and this is the first appearance of a new character. So this one here may be worth holding for the future, but it's definitely going to be speculative. So for this one here, grab it if you can to add to your collection for a spec bet. If you can't though, put it on your B-list. We do think you have a little bit of time on this one. And finally from Milestone Comics, Milestone 30th Anniversary Special number 1. This features the first appearance of Static Beyond, an older version of Virgil Hawkins. Now this features a Static and Batman team-up in the style of the Static Shock animated series. Now there's not necessarily a huge collector base or fan base for Milestone titles, but this particular issue does feature a team-up with Batman, with Static and Batman team up. So this one here may be worth picking up as a spec bet at the cover price. Like we mentioned a moment ago, you don't want to chase these later on at a higher price. So grab this in here for a spec bet if you can. If you can't though, put it on your B-list and keep an eye on it. And now for the honorable mentions. From Image Comics, Dead Romans number 1. A Germanic prince and 50,000 Romans wage war against an empire to establish a new queen who doesn't want to sit on the throne. Now, with these small press and indie publishers, if these get optioned for small screen, big screen projects, that's a huge price driver for these titles, and Image Comics has had a lot of their titles picked up in option in the past. If this one here does get picked up in option, this will probably be important to have, but if it doesn't, it may go nowhere. So definitely speculative if you choose to pick it up, but this one here, in our opinion, is probably worth specking on for the cover price. For $3 or $4, you could be sitting on a winner. So grab this one here if you can for a spec bet. If you can't though, put it on your B-list and keep an eye on it. Next up from Marvel Comics, Doctor Strange number 1. Now, we included this one on the list because this is the premiere issue of this new Doctor Strange title series. Every time they relaunch or reboot these series, it's typically worth picking up their premiere issue. There's oftentimes first appearances in these premieres, but not always. And we don't have any confirmation that there are first appearances in this particular issue. But like I mentioned a moment ago, for the cover price, it might be worth picking up $3 or $4, and this is the premiere issue of Doctor Strange. Still a fan favorite, still a huge collector base and fan base. So for $3 or $4, probably worth picking up. Grab this one here if you can. If you can't, put it on your B-list and keep an eye on it. And finally, from Marvel Comics, Avengers number 9 Facsimile. This is a facsimile reprint of Avengers number 9, the first appearance of Wonder Man. Now, we always recommend picking up these facsimile reprints. Now, these are not only the story and art reprinted, but all the original ads. This is just like the comic that hit the shelf years ago, just like going back in time and picking this off the shelf upon release. These facsimile reprints have a huge collector base. There's a huge trade in the secondary market. These do sell out, and they do start trading for more in the secondary market rather quickly. So this is one we definitely think you should pick up for your collection. Go ahead and grab this one. So there you have the 6 titles that we have for you guys this week. Very, very short video, but definitely some books in there worth picking up for your collection. So please feel free to drop some comments in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. And as always, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certifact Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.